Hello everyone. I am so excited because it is a Monday and it is the last Monday of the Margarete Miller Weekly Collage Challenge. We are on week 52. End of the year, New Year's is coming, so let's get started. Hashtag 2025 CWP 52. Last one. Today we need a name in your family, a coin or currency, a piece of furniture, an office supply, a book page text, and a doodle. So, I already have my background. It is the book page text. And this is a book from 1962, I believe. And it is a list of all the streets in Atlanta in 1962, all of the local parks, all of the movie theaters, drive-ins, walk-ins, movie theaters, all of the state parks in this book. It's pretty thick. It's probably an inch thick, inch and a quarter maybe. Of all that, and it's a small book. It's like a 4x6, and I just think it's really cool. So I used one page out of that for my background. Now, okay, so let's so that is a book page text is my background. Okay, I have one item that is going to cover 3 things, I think. Yes. And that is this. This lady is from a Reader's Digest. I don't remember which one or what the story was about, but she works for this. So this is covering a piece of furniture because she is at a desk, an office supply because she has a pen in her hand or a pencil, and I think she's writing in a ledger. It appears to be a ledger or something like that. But nonetheless, she has a pencil in her hand. That's an office supply. And she's in a chair, which is going to be part of that, I think. Yep. And she is at a desk, so that's the furniture. So that's 2 things. It's only 2 things: the piece of furniture and the office supply. Okay, then I have coins, because you need coin or currency, and I'm using coins, and these are going to go behind her like that, just like that. And then I need a name in your family. So I did this on my typewriter. Harrelson is, I don't know, great-grandfather's middle name or something like that. But anyway, this is Harrelson Accounting. So she is Harrelson, or she works for Harrelson Accounting. And that's going to go right there. So I need to pull this down a little bit. And then I'll do the doodle when I have all of this on. And that should be everything. So, let's get started with this. So, I am going to go ahead and put her down right here. Right along here. I'm just going to go ahead and glue her down just at the bottom, so I can get her positioned where she goes. Get this glue thing to work right for me here. Okay, so she's going to go down just like that. And you can just see that she's at a desk. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. I can probably do it with my sandpaper. This is thin, not very good paper, actually. So give that a minute to dry. And go around the bottom here with this. I am so glad I am not, I'm just going to tell you right now, I am not doing this next year. If she does it again next year, she might not. Oh, I can do it. That's how easy this paper cuts. I can cut it with the edge of this. But then I'll do it with the sandpaper too, because there we go. Because this has been a struggle for me this year. I think this is my, well, this, for doing it in a series of things, this is, well, I started it in 2017. Margarete had a Facebook group that I was part of. And so that is how I got started on this. Oop, I need to put these under there. And so that's, oh shoot. I needed to not go all the way here. Let's see if I can get it up. Let's hope I can, because I didn't need to do it right here. I'm being quiet because I'm working hard. It's just a little bit right there. And maybe I won't mess up this too bad. Get it up. Come on. Let's see if I can get it with this. I might be able to get that up. And I wanted this to go back behind there, and it won't do it now. I mean, it'll go, I can get it back there to some degree, but not to the entire degree. I think I can trim that up and make it look decent right there. Okay, let's see if that'll work. I can cut off some of it if it doesn't. Yeah, I didn't want any of that to be. I'm gonna cut some of this off. Then I can probably get it under the, there we go, that'll work. Yeah, I can just make that work. Okay, whew. It's gonna be a little ragged right there, but I don't care. Anyway, so I have done these collages for a long time. I did 3, 4, I've done it 4 years in a row. So this is 25, so I did 24, 23, and 22, starting in 22. In 21 and 20, I did it sporadically on Rolodex cards. 19, 18, and 17, I did them on Rolodex cards. And she didn't have her YouTube, and she didn't have YouTube and her Etsy and all that. She didn't have all that then. She just did a Facebook group, and so I was part of that Facebook group. And that you'd post them on that. She closed the Facebook group, but then she reopened it later. It's open again now. It's called Vintage Glue Book and Pages. I don't know what how involved she is on that. I haven't gone there in a long time. But I used to post my collages on there. All when I did them, and then people would comment, and but it wasn't. They're all on Rolodex. Those early years are on Rolodex cards, and I liked doing that. So I put that under there without putting any glue on this, but that's okay. I can put it on here. Oh, I did put glue on it. I just didn't put it up here. And around there, very good. Okay, we got it. All right. Now, so I'm kind of, I took a break because I didn't do all of the 2020. I didn't do all of 2020 and 2021. I didn't do all of them. I just did them sporadically when I felt like doing it. But then in 22, I got back into it doing all of them. And so for the next 4 years till now, through this year, I've been doing all of them. And I need a break from doing all of them. So I'm not going to do it next year. I may pick it up again sometime if she continues to do that. I don't know, but I might. Okay, so there we are. We have our lady, and she works for Harrelson Accounting. Now, I'm not going to put that down yet. That might go more up there like that. I'm not sure. That's like, she's like working in the office, and you walk in and there's her desk and she's working, and there's this, you know, it's got signage on the wall that's where you're at, so you'll know where you're at. And that's what that is. And I was looking at a book that I had made for the family heritage stuff and came across that name Harrelson. I did not remember that there was a Harrelson in the family, but I thought that would make a fine name for an accounting firm. So, now what? Doodle. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing next, is the doodle. And I am going to doodle around the edge of this top part. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a rough circle, which could be counted as doodling maybe, around the edge of this. Just a sketchy circle. It's not solid, it's not perfect, it's just a sketchy circle. Like that. And then I'm going to do just some squiggly lines around it. Not even fastened together. They're just going to be around it in some form or fashion. And that's my doodles. And that's my doodles. And then I can put this down. Okay, there we are. So anyway, so I'm not going to do this again next year. I'm ready for a break. Because I want to, this keeps me from doing journals as much because I'm so worried about getting the collage done for the next week. And I don't want to think about that. I want to work on some journals. So that's what I'll be doing. Now, I am going to do something else that has to do with collaging. I'm not going to abandon collaging altogether, but I'm not going to show you that yet. I will show you that in the coming year. So let's see. Where is the, is that black? I'm gonna, no. Where's my black? Oh, it's in here. I am going to edge this with black. Because it's got a lot of black on it. And I think that's what it needs to have. So I'm going to use black oxide. And I'm mainly going to do it just around the edge here. because I just want to cover the edge of the coaster, basically. So I'm going to do that. Just like that. And I'm done. Let's go over it. Make sure I have everything. Okay. Now, let's make sure I have everything. Okay. A name in your family, that's Harrelson. So this is Harrelson Accounting. A coin or currency is these coins in the background, and they are gold Walking Liberty coins. I guess it, it's from one of those specialty coin places. You can buy these specialty coins. That's where that is from, an advertisement for that. Did I get her pencil down? I did not. I had a feeling that I didn't. Okay, let me do that real quick. I'll do that with glue stick. Okay, so there's the coins. A piece of furniture. She is sitting at a desk, and she's sitting in a chair, which you can just barely see right there. An office supply. She has a pen or pencil in her hand, and I think, or I'm going to say, she's working in a ledger. Book page text is in the background, and the doodle is around the top, around the edge of the top. And that's my collage, number 52. End of the year. We are done. Yay! I'm so happy to be done with these. And this, again, filming early. So you're seeing this at the proper time, but I will have had a month and a half break of doing these by the time you see this one. So I hope you have enjoyed seeing all of my collages. Thank you for coming and watching me make these collages. I hope you have enjoyed it, and maybe I have inspired you some to try it on your own, and maybe do the collages next year if Marguerite is doing that. I don't know yet. I haven't heard. She usually doesn't say until closer to the end of the year, or maybe the first part of the next year. But in any case, this will be all I am doing for now, but I will be doing some collaging in another way, and I will show you that in the first part of the year. It is not going to be every week. It is not going to be every month. It is going to be whenever I feel like doing it. So don't expect a collage every week. So I hope you will continue to follow me, because I do generally do collaging even in my junk journals. Different kind of collaging. It's more like clusters, which is a collage, or, on pockets, I use oatmeal, individual oatmeal packages as pockets, and I collage on the top of that. And so there will be collaging in and among my journaling, my journal making. I will be showing some processes on my journal making, so there'll be other things to see. I have several things already queued up. They're not actually, well, queued up in my system, but not on YouTube yet queued up. But I will be posting some things that I've already filmed in anticipation of not doing the collages every week. So I have a few things to share. So I hope you will stay and see what I'm doing and how I'm progressing and what I'm progressing with. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for subscribing, for hitting the notification bell, for hitting the like buttons when you do, and for leaving the comments when you do. I appreciate it so much. I hope you will continue to do so in the coming year, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a happy new year. Bye.